Hi, good morning. It's Saturday morning. I'm on day 4 of a course in miracles, ACIM. ACIM. I can't even talk. This book, I'm doing a daily reflection. So I'm reflecting on yesterday's lesson 3, which is to look around the room or wherever you are and say, I don't understand anything in this room. I don't understand it. What even is it? I just don't even understand it. And it says it's about kind of getting into the mindset of like seeing things with a new perspective. Oh my God! See, I don't connect things till I speak the words. Both readings, yesterday morning for the weekend, and then last night I recorded one for Saturday Strength. They both talked about seeing things with a fresh perspective. I'm sorry, maybe those readings were for me because I'm going through a lot of like really heavy decision making right now. It's going to impact other people, like in ways I can't even predict. And so I'm really doing some soul searching, like the first time I felt like that. And things are starting through this process. Like, I love when people do this, you just gotta flip it. It's so like, everybody does it now, but I get it. It's like changing my perspective. So anyway, that's what, everything's connected. So this lesson about look around the room and say, I don't understand anything in this room. I don't understand that Christmas tree. I don't understand my breakfast. I don't understand this phone. I don't understand anything in this room. And then as soon as I started doing that, I was like, wow, it's really like, you really feel like an alien. Like, where am I? It's like I just landed here. I don't get it. What is all this stuff? It's like I don't even start, like I start to think about like, what's it all for? Like, what's its purpose? But then I stop, like, that's not even the feeling of it. The feeling of that is like, I'm an alien. What is this? It's trippy. So I really love that lesson of like, we just go through life, like we don't even look, right? Like me. You're on autopilot. I'm on autopilot. I'm going through like, I know this room. I know those pictures on the wall. I know what to walk around that might be in my way. Like I don't even see with fresh eyes. So I really love that. These first few lessons are about like nothing has any meaning. All the meaning there is what I put into it. I don't understand anything. It's like putting us back in baby mode, like, childlike wonder. So anyway, just been reflecting on that and thinking like, yeah, this is a calling for a fresh perspective. And it's like laying the foundation of like what's to come, like building up a new perspective on things. So it's like, it wastes no time. First 3 lessons, cutting you back to the baby town, like, wow, I don't understand anything. And the meaning of my emotional security mug is like, yeah, it's emotional. I put meaning into this because I love the colors, the combination of the purple and the green. And 40 ounces of water all the time, all day long. I feel the support, like I feel like I'm not in the desert. Like I make sure I always have water. I actually carry 2 of those around, my old one and this one, so that when I'm doing body work all day, I know I have 80 ounces without a doubt, at bare minimum to get me through my day. And then I usually drink 1 before and 1 after too, at least. God, I don't even know. I'm probably drinking too much water, but it is like a support feeling when I think about one time I forgot my bottle and I was like, I've got to drink out of an 8-ounce plastic bottle today. What even is that? That's like a little, that's not supporting me. So yeah, that's all that to say. These meanings we infuse into these things in our life, it can be beautiful. It gives life, but like, I find like it gives it a sense of like joy. But, and on the flip side, when you take yourself back to like, I'm an alien, it's a different kind of joy. It feels like a fresh newness, like I can start over whenever I want. I can, think, what does it mean to me today? Instead of like, I should probably put some new photos on the walls. Those have been up like 10 years. I've been here 10 years. That's the longest I've lived anywhere in my life. Literally anywhere, even from baby to now. I bought this house in 2014, and I thought, that's not like me to buy a house. I'm a roamer, free spirit, rent my whole life. And for some reason, I thought, I'm going to do it. It's cheaper in this town to buy than to rent. That's where I am. It's like a small town, And so I sort of like first pass threw up some stuff on the wall that I really liked from this artist who, like, these are just prints of hers that she does her thing with. And then I'm like, I was looking at it the other day, last week, and told my husband, I'm like, hey, I'm not married to these. I feel like maybe it's time for some fresh stuff on the walls to look at, some fresh perspective. And maybe I can move those to my studio because they still have like meaning for me, a soft place in my heart, because they're just so weird and a little dark. I love a little dark. Moon in Scorpio. And I think everything keeps coming back around to that fresh perspective, like the freshness, the newness, and it just so happens to be we're at the start of the year. That's a time for calling in a fresh perspective, a putting to rest things that, served us well. Time to move on. Oh, my breakfast is getting cold. So because I'm going through this big decision, I needed some comfort related to the place about what I'm deciding and the place in the world. So I made some rice and lentils in my rice cooker and pulled out this seasoning I brought back from this particular place last year and thought, I have a little taste of that country to inspire me. And it has, but now I've let it get cold doing my reflection. I don't mind. I like cold stuff. So the way I cook is like, somebody told me it's like an episode of that show called Chopped. I've never seen it, but apparently you go into a pantry, pull out random stuff, and you're like, what can I make with this? I swear that's every day of my life. That's how I think about food. It's like, I love not wasting things. So I'm like, ooh, and I love weird and I love new. So it's like, what could we invent with this that, is edible and like tastes good? So that's what we did today. We went into the cupboard. I was like, I'm not feeling oatmeal or like a breakfast salad. I'm like, I want something warm, but like inspiring. And we have this old sauce that's gonna expire. It's a year old already. I hadn't opened it. It expires in July. So I'm like, oh, and I can make rice and lentils in my rice cooker. And we have leftover onion from pizza night on New Year's Eve. That was already chopped. And so I threw it in the rice cooker. I've never done that before. I'm like, I don't see why that wouldn't work. And then heated up some of that sauce in a pan while the rice was finishing up, and then tossed it together, and it's delicious. And lentils have protein, because I feel like lately, if I don't eat a protein of some sort, I just feel like, I don't know, I feel a little depleted at the end of a long work day with like using my body. So anyway, that was random, but it's like that fresh perspective of Chopped, like, what can we make and not waste? Nothing's wasted in this life. Every experience it's there on my path, our path, your path for a reason. And it's not like that whole cliche of everything happens for a reason, but when you think about it, like, we wouldn't be right here where we are, having learned the lessons where we've learned, or learning the ones we're about to learn, if we didn't go through what we went through. And I love everybody's path and story is so unique. We can't even imagine another person's path. We can only live our own. And that's the hard lesson I'm also learning, is like not taking responsibility for other people's journeys. That's a big lesson for me. And maybe it relates to A Course in Miracles. Like, oh my God, yes. I don't understand anything. That's a huge lesson for me. I always love understanding and meaning and being like, what are all the possible scenarios? What's the worst case? What's the best case? I'm prepared, that hypervigilance, and all goes back to something. And then like just coming with a heart of like, I don't understand anything. I gotta remind myself of that. Oh my gosh, thank you. Oh, my stomach growled. I'm gonna go eat this cold mush. I'm so excited for it though, it's yummy. And yeah, fresh perspective, that's what all of these readings have been about. And I don't understand anything, and there's such joy and humility and freshness. We can all start over with anything at any point, and it doesn't have to be a bad thing, a negative feeling. It's like, a release. It's just so beautiful. I hope you have, an amazing weekend. Yeah, full of fresh perspective, and just trying not to understand things. Bye.